All right, time now for our Montreal Connected panel, joined today by Elias Makos, my good buddy from Breakfast Television, and Jeremy Filosa from 98.5, sports journalist. Now, guys, after 9 long years with no baseball in Montreal, no Expos, baseball is finally returning. No Vladdy, no Pedro, but we do have some baseball. The Toronto Blue Jays coming in to play some preseason games at the Olympic Stadium. Now, I got to ask you, is this a first step in getting the Expos back in town?
I think the good news is, yes, it is the first step. The bad news is there are 98,000 more steps after that for a team to get here. But yeah, it is a first step. I mean, you know, it's been 9 years and we haven't had any baseball. So I think we've seen that. I don't know about you, Jeremy, but you know, when I walk around in the street, people keep bringing up Expos to me more and more often. So,
well, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to make some money on that weekend, buy yourself a table and have some Expos t-shirt and caps. You're going to make a killing because people that are going to show up are Expos fans, and they're going to want to show to whoever the new commissioner is that people here are interested in bringing back baseball. In my case, I have a 5-year-old boy. This is going to be his first chance to see professional baseball. And I'm not going to tell him, well, I'm not going to take you because I'm still pissed off about the Expos leaving, you know, and it's a preseason game. No, he's going to have a blast. He's going to love it. He's going to see the Blue Jays, Batista, and everything. Yeah. And he's just going to be happy to be there. And I think that's why most people are buying tickets right now.
Now, speaking of the turnout, if it's a low turnout, does that spell doom for the Montreal Expos?
It's already going to be a great turnout. I mean, what we know already is they've sold half the tickets they've said. They've already promised, I think, some other tickets to Baseball Quebec, right?
Last time I spoke to Eventco people about 10 days ago, they told me they had 46,000 sold and 15 more thousand promised to Baseball Quebec. So you're basically talking about 60,000 plus tickets no longer available already.
So we have a successful event. Though there are going to be people, I wouldn't be surprised if we have 40,000 plus at each game. And that's only a good sign. You know, I think some people like to get caught up in conspiracy theories that baseball left because Bud Selig hates Montreal, or baseball left because the Americans didn't want a Canadian team. That's not the reality. The reality is baseball left because of money. Major League Baseball will go anywhere they can make more money. And if Montreal makes the case that they can make more money here than in Tampa Bay or in Oakland, we'll get a baseball team back. That's the bottom line. It all comes down to money.
Now, speaking of Bud Selig, the MLB, if they were to bring a team back, where does Montreal rank on those potential team lists?
Well, listen, let's say the truth. I mean, I spoke to the general manager of BC Place in the spring, and you've seen what happened to BC Place. They've basically completely tore down what was there and built it up again. And they spent $650 million. And they told me if they need to move a baseball team, we're ready. All we need to do is move the scoreboard, and we're ready to host a baseball team. So I think for that, we're a couple of steps behind. Say if the Oakland A's can't find a place to go play, Vancouver's ready tomorrow, and we're not.
But demographically, Vancouver's not as good of a market as Montreal. If we look at North America, the only places to put a baseball team are New York City, another one. That would actually be a better place than Montreal. But other than that, other than New York City, we are by far the best place to put a baseball team. 3.5 million people. I know our average income per person is a little bit lower than Major League Baseball would like, but the number of people that we have makes us a very viable candidate. But you need a billionaire. You need some guy to lead this effort.
Okay, so speaking of dollar signs, how much will this cost? And obviously the number one issue is, where is the stadium going to be?
Well, it's not going to cost under $1 billion. That's for sure. And from what Warren Cromartie is telling us, from all the discussions he's had with the people at Major League Baseball, they want a downtown park. I mean, a lot of people are saying, why don't we just do at Olympic Stadium what they did to BC Place? Let's just completely revamp it.
You can't do that. You absolutely cannot.
But it doesn't look like it's an option.
No, there's one place for the stadium, and it's in the Peel Basin. That's it. If we get a baseball team back, go to Peel Street, take it all the way down to the water. There's the land. It's there. That's the only place. So another thing that we have to consider is politics. And who will be the next mayor of Montreal? It's not going to happen without a mayor that really wants baseball to come back, and it won't happen with a PQ government in power. Let's be honest. We need a government that actually wants a baseball team, a premier and a mayor that want a baseball team. We've never had that here. And if we had a premier that wanted a baseball team in 1998, we'd still have a team here. So politics matters a lot, and the next 2 elections that are coming up will be very important for the future of baseball in Montreal.
What's great is that this news did come out a while ago, and this conversation has been a talk of the town since. So that means that baseball is obviously wanted here. This conversation is going to be a lengthy one for sure. Thanks a lot, Elias and Jeremy. I'll see you guys a little bit later, and I appreciate that.